don't stay over there. Go over there. Fuck. Oh, weird ass. Ain't got nothing better else to do with your ugly ass. Sorry, y'all. I'm talking about this weirdo. Go inside. Damn. Shit. Just can't stand people. I just can't. I'm like, you come outside, you're on your damn phone, you're looking over here. Ain't you got something else to do? You done come outside, you're on your phone. Could you do that inside? Why are you walking towards this motherfucking way? Go be yourself somewhere else. Fuck your weird ass self. Shit. Anyway, I got back on here because I like to, when I tell somebody something, I like to make sure that I've done my research, which I did. But hold on before I start talking about it. I'm gonna wait a few minutes because it's important. It's important because then y'all motherfuckers gonna be thinking the bitch crazy, and bitch ain't crazy. I could be crazy, but I ain't crazy. But some people who know. I'm gonna wait for a minute, okay? Let's see. This motherfucking weirdo ass bitch. Look, he just come outside on his phone. He started walking towards me. Ain't doing shit. Nobody was out here. Look, this is the kind of weird shit they do. This is why I call these motherfuckers weirdos. This is why I call them. Like literally, you literally appeared and got on your phone. You started walking towards here. You texting. I told the motherfucker to go inside. He looked at me. Bitch, go inside. You ain't doing shit. Just holding up space to be weird. Weirdo. Anyway, shit. Getting on my nerves, they weird ass. So anyway, y'all, who saw that motherfucker? So when I got back on here, said because we were talking about earlier about the word morning and stuff like that. So when I went back to go do the research again, because I learned all of this stuff in the beginning of my journey, some teachers had taught me, and I read it on. So I'm gonna say the people that know that know the information, they know the information that existed. So when I started my spiritual journey, it literally said that the English word morning, like, you know, night, day, morning, actually derived in the English word from mourning, people grieving. So I went to go look it up a few minutes ago so I can get on here and tell the references and stuff where I got it from. And it keeps on saying that no, it didn't derive from that. It derived from sunrise and all of that stuff like that. I'm like, no, that's not, no, that's not what it read. And then I went and looked up the word nigger, which meant ignorant at one point, and now it means black. Didn't mean that at first. So when I looked that up, it says no, it never meant ignorant. I'm like, oh, they fucking with history. They fucking with history. So if you a person who didn't know these meanings, that shit actually existed, then someone coming to tell you that no, this is where this derived from, and you can't go and find it, then to you it don't exist. To you, that's not true, when it is true. You know, and I don't know why they're erasing it in a sense of not showing where it actually, what it was prior to. I don't know how many people looked up the word nigga at some point in their life, and if you looked it up, if you could remember, it meant ignorant. When you look it up now, it says black. Now my friend told me, she said, well, you know that they changed the Wikipedia, like they continue to change that information. Someone else told me that have you been looking at the Bible, the words in the Bible, the new Bibles that they printed, that they didn't change shit in there. You know, so it does not mean that what I'm saying is incorrect. I don't know why they're not showing what things were. But for y'all who remember it, y'all the only dictionaries that we got out here, right? Because I could tell you all day that mourning literally derived from mourning, meaning grief. Okay, and I literally read it, did my research on it, did my information on it. Someone taught me that on my spiritual journey, showed me where to go look, and now when you look for it, it's nowhere to be found. It's nowhere to be. It literally says it as if this has always been meaning sunrise, when it did not. So a lot of information that I learned on my spiritual journey in the beginning, it looks like they're erasing it and changing it. Just like if you read, hopefully you read up that even a dictionary, there's a person that actually changes the word meaning. Literally. Hopefully, let's see if I can look it up, because Lord Jesus, I'm like, they literally erasing history. They literally erasing history. So if I cannot tell you, go here, go there, and read and do a research to see what something meant, and you go do your research and it says no, it always meant XYZ, you gonna believe what? It always meant XYZ. It ain't nothing that I could tell you to make you believe anything other than what I'm telling you is true, because you can't go and find that resource and it's saying that no, it's always meant that, when that's just not the fucking truth. Just like the Bible that we read to this day, there's a Bible that's the original Bible that is, what's the word, faded, that they hold. I mean, it's just crazy how this world is changing. Okay, Kayla Chris Pins 9186 says, I have noticed the same thing. Yeah. Jack McKnight 2933, because the dictionary describes how words are currently used, is descriptive, not prescriptive. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but from my understanding, that when I read up on this one lady that did a report on it, she was saying that she had changed certain words in the dictionary, and it's based off of what people say. It's based off of what they want. Like if I get a whole bunch of people say, no, I want the word nigga to mean black, then they update that to the majority of how they're using the word. Okay, whereas before they changed that, it used to be the word meant ignorant. But now when you go and look it up and try to do your research and say, did the word nigger ever mean ignorant? It says no, it never meant ignorant. Well, yes, it did. I mean, I get that you're gonna change the words, but I mean, where's the history? What was it? What was the meaning before you changed it to black? And then where was the word where mourning actually did mean, it derived from mourning, death, and it talked about how when you said it, it was a curse. Where's all that? And now the encyclopedia, the Wikipedia is changing. It constantly changes. So what are we going to have any facts on? Like, what are we going to be able to teach people if I'm telling you something happened in this time and age, and you like, I don't find it. Thank you for the emojis in the chat. I can't find it. What is happening to the history, y'all? What's happening to it? Because if I can't go back and tell you, baby, this what this word mean, or this what this word meant, and then you go, just like you teaching your child, and your child go and read up on it, then they like, mommy, daddy, that don't mean that. And then you be like, yes, it do. And they like, no, it said it always meant this. And you like, no, baby, I'm telling you, this meant this. And they saying that's not what it's saying. What are you gonna do? Our fucking history is being deleted right in front of our faces. Right in front of our faces. I literally I was like, what? I even went to chat GPT, whatever, looking. I'm like, resources. What about way back when such and such? No, it always meant that. No, it did not. No, it did not. So I'm baffled. I at this point, I don't, what can I say? What can I say? Hopefully some of y'all took history with you, and the only thing you can do is be a history book. That's it. And as far as you getting your children to believe it, I don't know what to tell you, because your children is going to tell you that's not what it say. That's my truth. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Kayla Chris Pins 9186 says, not just words but history too. Yes. Jack McKnight 2933 says, that's basically how language works though. Gay meant happy before it referred to homosexuals. Right, but how is someone going to find it out if it's saying that it always meant happy or something? You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that you're changing it, but it's the fact that why can't I go and research and go back to what it was prior to? You know what I'm saying? I get that everything evolves and things change, but if I can't go back to the basis to go in 19 such and such, in 18 such and such, this word meant such and such, and now here we are in 2026 and now it means this. Where am I getting a reference from? Because I have no reference. I only have what is right now, because if I even go back that far in time and it's still saying, oh no, it meant this, so you tell me in the 1900s it meant this, and we're in 2026 and still mean that? No, that's not true. So where is the reference? Where is the history that we can go back and say, hey, this is how this word has changed? If it's going to only say, no, it's always meant this word, and it didn't. Okay? Jack says, keep in mind there's previous editions of the dictionary still available, and the previous usage of words are usually included in the updates. Okay. Jack also says, if you look in many dictionaries, they often have archaic usage listed as well. Like, I know what you're saying, archives. Okay. Yeah, but just looking up, I mean, that would be, to me, a little bit extensive. You know, you can't just look up, you can't just go on a computer and go, what was such and such, da 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 da. No, you got to go further and further and further. Archaic just means old. Thank you for teaching me something. Thank you for enlightening me, Jack McKnight 2933. I appreciate that. But you know, I just wanted to get on here because I'm just like, you know, I don't give out information that I haven't already referenced. I don't give out information that I haven't already learned, whether someone just taught, you know, teach me, just like Jack just taught me something. You know, I don't give out he say, she say bullshit. You know, even when he's telling me this, I'm going to go and look it up. I'm going to go look it up, because I don't like giving out information from what somebody just say and not be able to reference that thing. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get back on here to say, whomever, I don't know who was earlier, who said that no, morning derived from sunrise. You're correct as this current time right now. But again, we're talking about 8 years ago. It did not say that. When I started my spiritual journey, that's not what it said. Okay. All right. So there it is. I don't know. We're going to have to, Jack says, good, glad you'll fact check it. Yes, always. We're gonna have the whole history in our heart. And we're gonna have to do the best that we can and go and do more extensive research, opposed to just getting on you know, on the computer and in the browser and stuff like that, and you know, saying what did this mean, or in this year, you know, because it's not gonna just give it to you like that. You're gonna have to go do a little research, baby. Okay, you're gonna have to do a little research up in this place, and I ain't gonna just hand this stuff to you. If you want to know the truth, you're gonna have to go and dig for that damn thing. Okay, that's what I want to tell y'all. I was like, what? I was like, they gonna have me out here looking all crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have me out like, She talked about morning meant this. That ain't what morning says. I looked that shit up and it says sunrise and shit. Nah, that motherfucker just giving out false information. No, I'm not. It meant what the fuck I said it meant 8 years ago. Shit. Okay. This old goofy motherfucker over there. Okay, so let's see here. Last 2868 says just here. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to my live. So that's pretty much I want to talk about right now, because like I tell y'all, when that person said that, I was like, why that person keep saying that? Let me go see what's going on, because I remember my friend, enlightening me, because she does a lot of extensive research. Like, this girl got books and a lot. When I tell you resource down, like, you go to her and tell her something she already know, that she have like research. And I mean, I'm talking about this girl got so much research. I'd be like, girl, you're a genius. She's smart as shit. And she don't like to debate, because she feel like when she say something, she mean it, and that's a wrap. Okay. And she'll be able to back it up with her information. But she does do extensive research. You feel what I'm saying? And I admire that about her. I love that about her, because she does not just give people any kind of information, And she was the one who enlightened me. Actually, yesterday she was talking about the Wikipedia, and she was like, girl, they're changing shit. And I'm just like, what? And I'm just listening, and I'm just like, what is going on? And like I say, I get that things change. I mean, I'm not against change. I'm for change. But while you're changing, let it still be accessible to our kids, where they don't have to be sitting up here saying, mommy, daddy, you tripping. No, my teacher said, no, look, it's in this book that I'm reading, and you like, well, baby, when I was coming up, baby, well, in the 19 such and such, baby, and you like, and then like you go to a computer, you type it in, and you keep typing, and they keep telling you the current time, what it say right now, and looking at your child, looking at you like, my dad dumb as fuck. They don't know what the hell they talking about. And you can sit there and prove to them all day. But see, me, if it was my child, okay, I'm going to go find an answer for you. I'm going to the motherfucking library. I know the fuck, I ain't motherfucking crazy. And I'm going to bring that shit out. Now, you bring this shit to your teacher. You tell your teacher to teach y'all some of this motherfucking history. Shit. So anyway, y'all, that's what I wanted to talk about. Let me see. Last 2868-UC6I says, may I ask something? Absolutely. What's up? What would you like to ask? As long as appropriate. And when I say appropriate, not being what. Ask away. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I'll tell you, you can ask. Ask last. Oh, it feels so good out here, y'all. This is where I wish I was somewhere sitting around a beautiful scenery, sitting back, drinking me a nice cold glass of fresh lemonade. Ooh. Sitting in a chair. Oh, his thing that opened up. Oh, his doors opened up. This weirdo still out here doing nothing, stalking my ass. Look, I ain't went inside doing shit. Y'all. I be wanting to show y'all something weird. That's why I call people weird. I ain't doing shit. They literally, this is the shit that they do. They, wherever I am, they sit outside close to me and they don't be doing nothing. They get on their phone and put the information in where I'm at, how long I've been there. Now, if I sit up here and leave and come right back, he gonna be gone. And then if I come back, he gonna come back outside. This is why I call gang stalkers weirdos. This is why. Because you ain't got nothing better else to do. Matter of fact, do you even work here? Where's your car? You know? Anyway, that's why I call them weird. And I get they got a job to do to be a gang stalker, but I don't mean that they ain't weird, because that shit is weird to me. I don't give a fuck about what y'all be doing. I'm not gonna come sit at your house and stalk you or know where the fuck you work or wherever you park. I don't give a fuck. That's your business. That's between you and God, what you got going on in your life. I don't want to know when you eat shit and piss. I don't want to know none of that. Ain't none of my business. Okay? Let's see here. Last 2868-UF. I said, cuz what you said, I didn't get it at all. What did I say that you didn't get it at all, baby? Was you in here for the whole chat? What you asking me? Tell me what you're specifically saying that you didn't get, so I can help explain myself to you. But y'all, yeah. So if I had my own place right now, this might be too much information, but I really don't care. I would be sitting at my place, my private place, where nobody can see me. I'll sit outside naked as shit with my legs cocked the fuck open and let the wind blow in between my legs. That's my real shit. Just letting the wind just take me, honey. And I ain't gonna tell you no lie, I probably just run around in the damn yard naked as free and be naked in my yard because I can. Okay? And I ain't got nobody sitting up there watching me, looking at me in my naked ass, run outside and let the wind take me. Okay? I'm being honest. I don't give a fuck if my coochie is smelling like some kind of sweaty way because it's hot out there. I get to smell my sweat. Ain't nobody around me gonna tell me nothing about my sweat cooch. Okay? I'm serious. If my tits drag to the motherfucking ground, they my tits. I can see my own tits. Okay? Shit. I'm telling you the truth. I'm being 100% honest with y'all. I'm not lying. So gang stalkers, at some point when I get my life to where I need to get it, if I catch y'all asses peeking over my damn yard, you might get a bullet in your fucking face, okay? Because that's my business. That's my personal business. I should be able to run out there and free as I want to and be naked, and I shouldn't have none of y'all motherfuckers watching me looking over my fence at my naked ass. Okay? So y'all gonna have to stop this shit at some point when I get my life where y'all can't come on my motherfucking property, because I will be shooting your ass. Okay? Let you know that I will shoot you. I'm gonna go to police and tell y'all right now, my shit is restricted. I'm gonna put the signs up here. If you come over here, your ass gonna get a bullet. So if y'all asses come to my place, your ass getting a bullet. It's 100%, because ain't no damn way I should be on my own property, want to run motherfucking free, naked, and stank if I want to, where y'all motherfucking asses looking at me can smell my shit from across the fence. I'm saying, ain't gonna be that deep down. I keep the cooch smelling good. Okay, let me just put that out there. But you know, if I'm out there in the damn sun and it's sweating, you gonna smell a little must, but that's my own must. That's my own personal shit down there. Okay? But that's what I would be doing right now. Last, get your ass up out of here. Calm down. You don't even know we talk. Get your negative ass out of here. Goodness, Damon. I knew one of you bitches was gonna come on here. Get your ass up out of here, Last. Go on, sit your ass down somewhere. Jesus. Can't have a damn day without them damn demons. So anyway, yep, I would definitely sit out there on that good old porch, baby, with that lemonade, with everything sprayed, child. And you know, I always wanted to dance in the rain. You know, I always wanted to dance in the rain naked, just to see how it feels. But you know, like, where can you dance in the rain? You go to dance in the rain somewhere out here, honey. Child, you gonna get some type of ticket. You can't be free up in this damn world. The freest I ever been, I'm gonna tell y'all, the freest I ever been, the experience that I experienced that I loved and enjoyed so much. I went to this place, I'm not gonna say where it is, because I'm quite sure a lot of people know where it is that's into this. But I went to this place where you could walk naked. Like, it wasn't really a beach. I mean, it's called a beach, but feel so free. I had already told myself, of course, yeah, you know that men are gonna be there. They're gonna see your naked body. I didn't give a fuck. And the reason why I didn't give a fuck because I knew what I was there for. I knew I was there to feel liberated, feel free in my body and my skin, and just walk naked. And yeah, I had to walk around seeing men with their erections and shit like that looking at me. And I just realized in my mind that is them. That's where their mind is. They're, you know, a lot of men, and not to say all men, and I heard men say, hey, you show it to me, I'm gonna get on, or you know what. Okay, that's you. But you know, everybody don't think like you. And I'm quite sure that's not every man out there can't control his hormones. I refuse to believe, because I talk to men and they say every man is like that. I refuse to believe that every man in this world will get like that because they see a nude person. I refuse to believe that. I do not think that every man comes from a perspective of nakedness, that, you know, and that make them feel that way. So that means if a granny gets stand in front of you, wrinkle is I don't know what, you're gonna be like that too. I refuse to believe that every man would have to tell me, yes, I'm like that, yes, 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 yes. All across the world would have to tell me if a naked person that there was, you know, whether they man on man, you know, like a woman, whatever, it don't matter. I'm gonna get like that, you know. And every man I ever talked to has said every man is like that. Even the nerds, even the most, you know, feminine men, they like that. And I'm just like, I just don't believe that. Can't be. I know men cannot. That's all they brain goes to because they see somebody naked. I just can't believe that. I refuse to believe that. I do. Tell somebody, show me different. You gotta tell me. Let me talk to every man in the whole wide world to tell me, yep, we all like that. I'm like, well, goddamn, teach me something. But to this day, I refuse to believe that every man gets like that. I believe that, yes, people see something that they find attractive and it may turn them on. But I don't believe that every man can't hold themselves. Like, meaning, like, that's not where every man's mind go. I don't believe that every man mind goes straight to that. I just don't. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, you know. But I had to deal with that experience in the sense of I was just like, that's him. I am an attractive woman. I am beautiful. My body is beautiful, because if I don't think it's beautiful, who else gonna think it's beautiful? Whatever. He feel how he feel, but for me, I was there for liberation and freedom. But I had to realize in that environment, everybody don't think like that. And then I had to experience this guy, you know, he come up to me, he was a white man, and his thing is out, standing in front of me, and he keep asking me about me liking men. And I'm like, no, boo, I don't like men like that. Y'all cool, whatever. I don't want to mess with no man. You know, and he just wouldn't stop. So he's standing in front of me with his thing, you know, and I'm just like, dude, like, I'm not turned on by the shit, nigga. Like, dude, like, where's you standing there like I don't want it, dude. My little straps, my straps is bigger than your thing, and which ain't got nothing to do with your size. It just, I don't want what you got. I don't want it. It don't matter what color, skinny. I don't want it. I don't want it. And he kept on. So you not bisexual? Like, my God. You know, there's the guys that get it. That take the hint or take the directness. And there are guys that just, they won't let it go. They won't let it go. You could say it sweet, you could say it direct, you could say whatever, and they just won't let it go. But other than that experience, that was the most freest I felt outside in my nudity, right? In my nakedness, running free, walking free. It was an amazing experience. Y'all, it was so amazing. It was so amazing. I went there with my ex. And then my other ex prior to that, we went to this pool, this place that had a pool that was the same way. And we was all in the damn pool naked. I loved it. Oh my God. Like I said, I don't know where everybody else's mind was. Some people was thinking about trying to hook up. I was nowhere on that level. Honey, I was just like in the water, like, ooh, I'm naked in the water outside. This feel good. This feel free. Shit, I'd probably be one of them motherfuckers you see running in the damn woods naked, hollering, woo! You know, I'm like, did I just see what I did? Is there a naked lady screaming running in the woods? I'm that girl. I sure would. I would run in them damn woods naked as shit. Okay? I haven't been naked in so long, just outside or inside, just nothing. Can't even walk around naked because they ain't even got a motherfucking place. Now I tell you, these tatas and this cooch want to breathe all the way outside or just even inside, honey, it's ready. It's ready. Okay? All right, y'all. I got to get up off of here. That's enough information. I might not be back on here today. Let me see. Nah, maybe later on tonight. No, I don't know. I got some stuff to do tomorrow. Well, I ain't gonna make no promises, but I will be doing a reading. I will be doing a reading. Don't think I won't, because I think about it every time I look. I still got my card sitting there from the last reading I did when the counterpart came in that I didn't finish. They still sitting there waiting for me to do it. It's just I haven't had an opportunity to do it. Okay, I've just been busy. I've been working and focusing and trying to get myself together and, you know, living life, doing the best that I can to do the best that I can. That's all I'm doing. I ain't out here perfect at all, but I'm doing the very best that I can to be the best me. And to try to help y'all as much as I can, being authentic, being raw, letting y'all in my life, in my business, my personal business, the sacrifice that I give so that I can help y'all. And I hope that it's appreciated, and I hope that it does help. That's what I hope. That's all I hope for y'all, that y'all can learn from me, and of course I can learn from y'all. Like Jack was telling me, I can learn from y'all can learn from me. You're never too old to learn. You're never too old to learn from any age, because even young people can teach you something that you may not know. Anybody can teach you if you're teachable. As long as you can sit back and take the teaching and not want to be right all the fucking time, and you know, all that. And if you make a mistake, you say you made a mistake, correct the mistake, and you are teachable. But if you just high horse on one thing or two, three things or whatever, somebody trying to tell you something, and you want to say this, that, you ain't teachable. You only gonna live this life and learn as much as you choose to, what you believe and think, and not be open-minded to everybody else's education, perspectives, experiences. All those things help us go along in life. All those things enlighten us. All of those things educate us. So honey, I'm open to learning. I love learning. Learning is like eating food to me. I'm like, what? I be fascinated. What? And where you go get that from? Where'd you see that at? Really? Like, that's me. I'm like, wow. Like, I learned real quick, and then I'm gonna go, this guy, and we looked it up. This was so crazy because I was talking to the finance loan person that I was talking to last week, and I got in the vehicle with this Uber. Was it Uber or Lyft? It was one of the ones when I came back from California. And let me say this. Now, this young man, it's so crazy how God will put you in the vehicle with someone that's on a spiritual journey. When I say this young man was so handsome. Let me tell you, I gotta say this before I tell y'all the story. I'm gonna be real. So in school, I had a type. There was this one guy I spoke about on my channel a long time ago. Light skinned. He's about 6'2", 6'3". He was actually the last person I ever was intimate with, which was he was a man. Didn't give me no experience that a man was different at that time. Just put that out there, but I talked about that already. But he was my idea guy, right? Why this motherfucking man that come pick me up look like the ideal guy? And I'm just looking at this man. I'm like, see, when back in the day, my ideal guy, this would have been my man. You know what I'm saying? This would have been the meaning. This would have been the kind of man that I would have chose. So he was such a good guy. I mean, when I tell you he was such a good guy, he told me his story about homelessness and about his child being homeless with him. I mean, just a good man. I was just like, it was refreshing to just meet a good guy. Like, wow, they actually made good guys in the world. Like, wow, like just to hear a good man talk and talk about God and all of his experience and be transparent and then encourage me in the midst of it. So long story short, he tells me a story that, you know, I ain't gonna tell all his business because I like people's their story, but I want to tell a story because I never knew this information. I'm not gonna tell you what he does because he has a profession. He's known, okay? But he's supposed to be somewhere. He gets on the plane, but was supposed to be somewhere. His friend tricks him, and they're in Ireland, okay? They go to this bar to drink and all the things. He said they drinking, they having shots, having a good time and all of this stuff. Why, when they get ready to go, these people at the bar lock the door? And they trying to leave, he's trying to leave out. Somebody takes a bottle and hit him over the damn head, y'all. Bust his head open. He said he was knocked out on the damn floor. Wakes up, everybody in the damn bar fighting. So he gets up, he pissed off, he started fighting. He see his buddy fighting and all that, he started fighting. He said, needless to say, imagine going to a bar, having to fight for your life up out of this bar. Your friend set you up, your friend knew what kind of bar it was, he didn't know. Goes to this event that he's supposed to be at. He got a bloody nose, a cracked head, busted lip, but he goes and the game must go on. And they ask him what happened. They make up some story because they don't want to get in trouble. So they kept digging. They said, now you was in Ireland. Where? What bar you was at? And they try to make up and he said, no, was you at such and such? And then he said, yeah. And they knew what happened. The friend got in trouble. I told this dealer that this finance agent that he didn't believe me. He's like, oh, that's a good story. I said, no, the shit is real. I said, he even told me the name of the bar. So the agent goes and look up in the computer and finds it. It's called The Forge. Y'all, in Ireland, they fucking have bar fights. Literally, it's a bar where your ass might get really hurt. Like, literally, like you fighting for dear life to get out this motherfucking bar. You fight if you don't know, like a stupid ass friend think it's funny and cute. You go into a bar just to have some good time, and your friend know after y'all finish these shots and get ready to go that you about to get your ass whipped. And you don't know nothing about it. Can you imagine how he felt? He said, I was fucking terrified. He said, could you imagine being in a bar, enjoying yourself, having a good time, and the doors get locked and all these men standing up, you know, won't let you out, and all of a sudden, boom, over the fucking head? He said, can you imagine coming to and you see nothing but fighting? You see your buddy over there getting his ass handed to him, and you get up and start fighting. He said, can you imagine? I said, that's some fucked up shit. But that's something for y'all to know. Who would have thought? Who knows? I never knew nothing like that exists. I wouldn't have never thought in the world they have a bar that you get your ass beat. Literally, that's the kind of bar it is. Not because you said something crazy. No, it's a bar fight. It's a bar that you go to and fight for your damn life to get the fuck up out of there. The Forge. Go look it up. Okay? Because I just told that story last week. And the guy looked up, was 2 bars he found. I said, there, I said, it's the Forge. He said, huh, who would have ever fucking thought they had some shit like that? I said, right? I said, I would have never. I was like, I would have thought that story was a lie. I said, but I knew that young man was not lying. He was too damn detailed and he's well known. I'm like, that ain't no way that boy lying. Ain't no way. Okay? And he wasn't the finance person, he found it. And he was shocked. I was like, right? When you think you know the world, you really don't. When you think you know what's going on, you really don't. Somebody tell you some shit like that, you probably be like, yeah, right. Until you find it. All right, y'all. That's food for thought. All right, y'all look up that shit. That shit is crazy. I think I'm gonna look it up on YouTube and see if they got like a video of the actual fights that go on up in there. Because this young man, literally, he had a concussion. He had to get stitches. I think his rib, he said, was bruised. He said he made $100,000 though. He had to be somewhere. He went there bloodied up. He said, but he made his $100,000, and that's how he was able to get his home. I was like, a good story. He said God blessed him, and he's spiritual. And he just was telling me. I told him about my experience in California. He said, "Oh, you sound like me. My struggle. You sound like you need to keep going." He said, "You almost there." He said, "You got to keep going." He said, "The enemy is going to come up against you." He said, and that's when he started telling me his story, how he went through all of the things and how he still showed up. He showed up after all of that. He said, sometimes you got to go through some struggles and stuff like that. He said, but you just got to keep on pushing. He said, I promise you at the end, God is going to bless you. And he said, I got $100,000 with my bloody nose and everything. We won. And I was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. He said, and I learned a lesson. I learned something new. I had to get my ass handed to me at first. He said, but I would have never knew something like that exists had I not experienced it. He said, but yeah, in Ireland, they don't motherfucking play around with some of them boys. It's literally for that. So I'm like, damn, they could have killed the motherfucker. They damn near got a whole concussion. The fuck? All right, y'all, I'm gone. I haven't talked enough. I'm getting up out of here, off of here. There go my bestie. Bestie! What up, bestie? Hold on, y'all. Fuck around with her real quick, then I'm gonna get out here. Cause she don't even know. I don't even think she know I'm here, cause I was parked over there. Fuck with her real quick. Bestie! Bestie! I've been here the whole time. I'm coming. All right, y'all. I be fucking with her. I love my best friend, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I love my bestie. She a fucking awesome person. That motherfucker, I'm telling you, we so much alike. We so much alike. I'm telling y'all. She all right with me. But she's really all right with me. All right. This is just love, y'all. Don't forget to love yourself. And I'm out. Peace. Beautiful people.